My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this moment to thank you again for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. And let me encourage you, my brothers and sisters, that don't forget, on Shabbat tomorrow, every Shabbat, by His grace, we will be doing a live streaming at 11 a.m. That is 11 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, 11 a.m. And so we're going to ask you to join us and encourage your friends and loved ones also to join us. We've been studying the great religions of the world and the major religions of the world. And so we just finishing up Judaism, and we're starting on Christianity tomorrow. So please join us if you want to learn more about Christian and what Christianity is all about. Join us tomorrow. Okay, and you learn some things about Christianity and the reason why these religions are so impacted, on our lives. We're gonna do quite a bit of studying there. All right. So we are in Psalm 14 and verse 6. We're starting verse 6. We finish verse 5, where we talk about the workers of iniquity and the knowledge have no knowledge. They not realizing that YAHUAH is in the congregation of the righteous, that He calls us, my brothers, to be righteous, and He's going to stick with us, and He's not going to leave us by the wayside. He's going to stick with us. He's going to, we've sinned, we have done stuff, and He have to chastise our ancestors, chastise us, for our wrongdoing, but, He promises that He's going to be with us because He made us His people. And praise be to YAHUAH. We make Him our Elohim, our Yah, okay, our YAHUAH, and His Son, our Yahushua, Savior. Praise His holy name. And then you hear the question. Hear the question in verse 6. And we only have one key word in verse 6 there, because all the other words are words that we've gone over, okay? But I'm going to make a comment on that verse. Listen what he said here. Ye have shamed the counsel of the poor, because YAHUAH is his refuge. The reason why they're coming up against us, the reason why they're coming up against the poor, the whole reason for that is because YAHUAH is his refuge. Poor people have nowhere to run to. The word counsel here, they have shamed the counsel of the poor. The word counsel is a word, the Hebrew word that is sa. Sa is like, in the phonetic spelling of the word, is like a AYTSAW. A saw. Ayin, Sadie, and Hay. And of course, in this Hebrew word, we have among the consonants, we have the vowels notations. Ye sa Asa. It's like saying A-Y, S-T-A-W. Asa. But the vowel rendering there, it would be E. But the E is a long sound and have the A sound. A star. Counsel, advice, purpose. Advice by implication, plan. The shame, the plan. Prudence, the advisement, counsel, purpose. Asa. Consultation, counselor, counselors. The counselor designs, the plans are, the purpose are the scheme of things, are, strategy. They shame all of that. Why? Because of the fact that YAHUAH is among his people. YAHUAH among his people. But when we come to verse 7, I want us to look at 3 keywords there in verse 7. Let's look at the word salvation. Let's look at the word bringeth back and the word captivity. Okay, that's going to be in verse 7. This is a beautiful, beautiful psalm, beautiful verse. Oh, that the salvation of Israel were come out of Zion. When YAHUAH bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Praise his name. Hallelujah. Okay, let me go back a little bit here. Okay, if we go back in history, do you remember when the southern kingdom of Judah and Benjamin, YAHUAH and Benjamin, when they were taken into Babylon? Okay, they spent 70 years over there. When they were taken, YAHUAH had told them, wherever you go, build houses, plant vineyards, marry to the sons and the daughters, because you were going to be there a long time. Well, in my estimation and many estimations, 70 years is not really a long time. Not really a long time. Okay? We know that the southern kingdom returned to Jerusalem. Not everybody, but some did. Under Ezra and Nehemiah. And how did this happen? Of course, the walls were being torn down and burned, and the temple was destroyed and everything like that. Okay? That's what Babylon did when they went in there and siege the city. Okay? But they were there. So Persia took over from Babylon. Babylon, if you want to say it this way, they destroyed Babylon. They took over. Overthrew and took over. And Nehemiah was a cupbearer before the king. And in those days, my brothers and sisters, if you work in the palace of any of the kings or queens, You do not want to have a sad face. No matter what treatment you've been going through. You always want to look happy and smile, and because you know what? Smiling and looking joyful, making them look good too and feel good. If you have any sad countenance, they're going to ask you, they're going to approach you. They're going to approach you. They notice you, or you act around them. And here was this Indo-European king, Persian. Looking at Nehemiah, I said, what's wrong with you? Why you look so, your countenance, what's the countenance? No, you can't serve me wine looking like that, man. He said, shouldn't I be sad? Your Honor, my Highness? Bow before him, and shouldn't I be, if my country, if the walls broke down and torn down and it burned, and here was Persian king. You know that wherever you came from, wherever Babylon was ruling at the time when you were taken, that place also become a territory for the Persian too. Persian said, no, I'm not going to let my city look like that. Continue to look ruin. I'll send you guys back. Who want to go? You know, you get the people who want to go. I pay you way there. I send you soldiers. I send you protection. You go and rebuild that wall. When those people came back to build, they came back with a new religion, Judaism, which was formed. And I mentioned that in my teaching on Shabbat. I did mention that. They came back, and now they came back with a new religion. It was not time that YAHUAH wanted them to come back. That wasn't the time that he allotted for them to come back. But they came back. And you know, YAHUAH is an awesome Elohim. And he promised that he would bless his people. And so my ancestors, some of them came back. But he said, this salvation did not come out of Zion. This salvation came out of Persia. They were sent back. Had they been sent back by YAHUAH, they would not come under Judaism. They would come under his ways. Not with a bunch of rabbis so-and-so say, and rabbis so-and-so say, and no. And this is why when Yahushua was on earth in his ministry, he talked to them about them forming and having their own tradition rather than YAHUAH's tradition and teaching. This is why Yahushua said that to them. Okay? So he said, oh, that salvation would come out of Zion. And it's all about when at the time, he said, listen, when YAHUAH brings back the captivity of his people, the captive, a matter of fact, we're captive too. You think we're free? Oh, I'm American, I am free. I am African American, I am free. You not free. Not the freedom that YAHUAH is going to give you. Of course, we don't have our hands in chains, but many of us have our hearts in chains. The way we act and the way we behave. But he said, when he brings them back, the captivity of his people, those who are in Assyria and scattered all over the earth, those who went to Babylon and in Persia and scattered all over the earth. He said, when those who left and went to Kemetic countries, like, Ethiopia and Sudan and different places, those who ran away, those who went to Yemen, some of those who run back to Egypt, some of them in Europe and different places, when YAHUAH brings them back, listen what he said. Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. I want us to look at salvation there. YAHUAH. 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 Salvation, deliverance, welfare, posterity, deliverance, my brothers and sisters. Salvation by YAHUAH. Victory. Praise his name. The word salvation is in the feminine gender and in the passive, feminine passive participle. And something saved. That is, in an abstract way, is a deliverance, hence aid, victory, prosperity, deliverance, help, my brothers and my sisters. We talk about salvation is a saving, and welfare. I always say that when we use the word salvation, and you're probably going to stone me if I keep saying it over and over, but I want everybody to get it, that salvation here is an all-inclusive word. It has to do with justification, where he justifies us, my brother. Treat us as though we have never sinned. Then he sanctifies us, he set us apart for his own purpose. Adoption. When we were gone out of his way, he brought us back into his family. Deliver us from all evil. Yes, my brothers, my sisters. And one day he's going to make us into a new, change our outward vile body into one that is renewed. We know right now we have a renewed heart, but he's going to change this vile body that has, his remaking. Praise his name. Praise his name. But, while we are alive, we can experience that. That new body that he's going to give us. He's going to give us a new heaven and a new earth. He's going to change everything up. Praise his name. YAHUAH. Salvation, deeds of deliverance, my brothers. Deliverance, posterity, salvation. Praise his name. Victories. Security, my brothers and my sisters. Praise his holy name. Let's look at the word bring back there. Where they bring back. Shub. The word bringeth back is the word shub. Primitive root. To return back, and they're going to bring them back, to turn back, to return, to return, to come back to return unto, go back, come back, my brothers and my sisters. Praise his name, praise his name. Of human relations, figuratively speaking, but in spiritual relation, figuratively, to turn back from. You can turn back from YAHUAH. Turn away from him. But you can turn away from YAHUAH. But you know, my brothers and sisters, we talk about being apostate. Apostatize is turning away from him. When we're coming back to him, we want to return to YAHUAH, to repent. Turn back to him. When he bring them back, when they repent, when it's going to change them, my brothers and sisters. And he's going to bring them back, refresh and restore them. He's going to lead them back. We've been led away from him. Was going to bring us back to him himself, to cause us to return. Praise his holy name. Praise his name. My brothers, 20 minutes is gone over this, and I just have a few more things to say about his keywords. Let me just finish it, okay? We're gonna run you up in a couple more minutes, but let me just finish this, because it's not enough to do one more session. But to bring back or to refresh or to restore, that's what YAHUAH was going to do when he bring him back. And my brothers and my sisters, you're going to make a requital, pay, recompense, my brothers and my sisters. We're talking about the fact that all of the problems that we saw, you're going to repel them. You're going to defeat. We're going to repulse those things that hinder. You're going to reject them, my brothers and sisters, because it brings us back from captivity. Praise his name. You're going to reverse all of this stuff that caused us, and you're going to restore us back. We're going to be brought back to him. Look at the word captivity there. The word captivity is the word shebuth. Shebuth. It is shin, bait. It is vav and tav. And the word here is talk about captivity. Captive, those men captive. Concretely, a prisoner. Figuratively, a former state of posterity. A captive. Shebud. And the word here, he's going to return us. And what we have lost, he's going to return the fortune. He's going to return the fortune. And my brothers and my sisters, let me say this. Do not allow anyone to destroy you, to deceive you, to make you turn from the way that YAHUAH wants you to go. I'm going to ask you to be a blessing to someone today. Be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.